Alright, good morning everybody. Eddie the Block here, the Relic Extractors. Headed up to the Epic Dump. It's about 4:30, 20 to 5 on Saturday, July 23rd. Yeah, I'm getting up there early. It's supposed to be really hot. We're going to try and make it a whole day. I have Shane and Ryan from Parlor City Pickers and Diggers coming down today. And it's about a 2.5 hour, 2 hour ride, maybe a little bit longer, for them to get to the dump, and then they're gonna follow me back after we're done digging. So hopefully they don't take too long and get there in the middle of the day when it's scorching hot, and they can get some dig time in. So when it gets really hot, I like getting up there nice and early. Got some extra clothes, got a cooler, some ice packs, and we'll be stopping to make sure we stay good and hydrated today and tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be like 100 degrees over by the dump where we're digging. So important to stay hydrated, and we'll get back at you once we get up there. All right, guys, catch up soon. What's up, you little rascal? We got a little visitor here. His mama and brother or sister just walked through. He's walking right by my stuff. There he goes. Up on the other side, there's a big old tree. I think they actually got their home in that big tree right here in the back. It's hollow on the other side. So they're coming in from their little night's hunt. I just got here about 10 minutes ago. I'm slowly getting my stuff together. John should be on his way up. As mentioned earlier, Shane and his buddy Ryan from Parlor City Pickers and Diggers should be here hopefully at least by 9, but it's going to be hot. I got Mama Deer back here too, eating her breakfast. And there's a couple nice bucks that run around through here too. Can't hunt this area, that's the good thing. So they wander through. We usually catch them every now and then as we're digging. And you're used to seeing people, obviously, so they don't go too far. So, alright. Well, we'll get back at you when we get down in the hole and get things cleaned out. So stay tuned. Alright, good morning everybody. Eddie the Block here, Relic Extractors. Waiting on John to get here. It's about 10 to 6 right now. And as you can tell, I got here early. So there's the hole right there behind me. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. And hopefully doesn't get too hot too fast here today. It's supposed to be a scorcher this weekend, so I left my drink out in the truck. Gonna text John and say, hey, on your way in, pick it up for me. All right, guys, so we'll get back at you when they start popping. Okay, guys, so I mean, John was up last week, but he was on the other side, and there you can see a little bit of, looks like to be like a piece of a crock lid. It looks like the top of a bottle right there. Right there, that little brown dot seems to be a top of a bottle sticking out. This is all that clay that fell off the ceiling from the shelf right here. I'm not going to do too much on this side because of the overhang right here. Plus I don't want to, I can't really go too much further over to the left, or everything that we dug is just going to slide right in. So I'm going to work back around to the right hand side here. And I mean, backing out, deep pocket right there. I was pulling stuff. So I'm going to concentrate like in the middle to a little bit of a right hand side here today. Nice and easy. Like I said, it's going to be really hot. And you know, I'm going to try and see if I can work that out there. That where that bottle top is there, just to the right of that crock lid. And we'll see what we get. I'm going to clean this out here a little bit, get it out of my way, and we'll see what that is. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so that bottle that was sticking out was a warranted flask. It was so dark I thought it was amber at first. Came right out of that little hole right there. In there it came out of. And like I said, this is going to be a ginger operation here, very delicate. Since I'm here by myself, I'm not into, you know, slamming the pitchfork into the wall here. So until someone shows up, it might just be a slow go this morning. There's more pieces of that crock. Actually, it might be a tea. That's a tea spout. So that one that we saw with the fancy handle on the last video was, was a tea kettle that was highly decorated. Okay, that's cool. That would have been nice. That would have been the third full teapot out of here if that was the case. So, all right, stay tuned. All right, guys. First, looks to be either a beer or a soda of the day. Let me see if I can get in close enough here for you. It's right up in that rust right there. Right there in front of you. Laying sideways. Does seem to be a crown. It's kind of rusty. I can't tell at the moment. And I was actually working below that. I saw something underneath it. So let's see what it is. Let's see if I might be able to just wiggle it loose. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this one alive here. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I was working on whatever this is underneath here. That's broken anyway. Look at that fancy thing. It's probably a vase of some sort. Alright. Nothing else. One of those big old zebra slugs. Let's see what this is. There's probably something common, but we'll see. We'll take a look at it. Let's get it out up over here. Huh. Unembossed. Big slick. Okay. Alright, well, we'll get back at it. Stay tuned. Alright guys, you see it right down there in the rust. There's that bottle laying horizontally there. I'm not going to be able to do a live pull on this, but I'm going to have to get the fork on it and lightly pick around it till I can get it loose. And I can tell right now it's filled with water. It's got that like magnified look through the base on this end here, so I can't tell if it's embossed or not. It does seem to have like a ring around the shoulder area, so, and I can't tell if the top's broken off yet. I just see the neck, so we'll see what happens. Stay tuned, and we'll see what this puppy is. Alright guys, neither beer nor soda. This is a Toll maple syrup. Maple Products. St. Johnsbury, Vermont. Toll Products Company. I think it just says the same thing. Maple Products. Yeah, the Toll Maple Products Company. This is packed in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. Alright. there's all different kinds of variations of these, and I'm not positive, but I think the toll company owned Log Cabin syrup. So for those of you who don't know, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm almost positive. So I don't want to say I'm disappointed, but they're relatively common, but they are a nice looking little crown top. It's got some nice aqua color to it. So we'll just set that aside. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll see what else comes out. There's another little bottle showing right in there, so let's see what it is. Stay tuned. Check that out, guys. That was that little bottle that was, the base was sticking out of the wall right there where that piece of crock is, or ironstone china, whatever it is in there. Kind of like a, reminds me of a megaphone style bitters bottle, but obviously it isn't, and not quite as large. It's just got that tapered look to it. So is it like an out? It looks to be like an outward rolled lip. I can't really tell right now. So that's actually the first little decent find of the day, outside of the common stuff right there. So we'll get back at you if something else comes out. I think I'm going to try and work just a little bit of this right here. I want to see what's behind, literally just behind what's right there. I can't go too deep right there, and the same right here. And then this way maybe I can just knock that little bit down and then move slowly over towards the right here. Take this little section out right here, and I have a feeling we'll be abandoning this hole at some point today, and maybe when Shane gets here with Ryan, we can get back over into the jug hole. I'm not sure if Kyle's coming up or not. He had mentioned it with the heat and all. Like I said, the heat index, it's going to be really, really hot. And he was, asking me if I was going to be coming up, and I said, yeah, we're still doing it. So hopefully Kyle will come up today, and we can all just get in that pit over there where all the jugs were and get it all cleaned out nice, and see what we can get. And I don't know what happened to John. I'm still waiting on him. I figure he would have been here already. He had mentioned to Chef Annie that he was going to be here at like 5:30, and I think we're coming up on 6:30 or so already. So I'm going to get on it. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, it's about 20 to 8. Not much is coming out. I had to abort that section there. It just started getting a little bit too sketchy, and it is probably, from where I'm sitting, that's a good 6 foot back. So that's plenty deep enough into the side here, because then I still got another 3 or 4 foot of overhang, not counting the shelf. So unfortunately it's going to have to get taken down. I'm going to have to abort this here. And John showed up, so he's on the other side, and he found a nice Brooklyn blob last time he was up over there. So I think it's actually one of Andy's old pits over there on the other side of us here. And we'll see what happens here over the next hour or so. Like I said, I'm going to have to take this all down. I might clean this all out here and see if I can get down low right here, since it's towards the outside, and we'll take it from there. I did have a little bit of success over here a couple weeks ago, so we'll see. I'm just gonna try and chip that off real quick, and I'm out of this section of the hole right here, and we'll be right back. Other than that, before I go, did find a little Larkin. I thought it was a slick med. This is Larkin and Company Buffalo. Right there. And a little slick amber torso of a porcelain doll. And number 2120 it looks like there on the back of the waist area. So, well, that's it. Nothing real exciting yet today, but I always have high expectations for this place. There's always something that'll come out of nowhere and surprise you. So stay tuned. We'll see what comes out. All right, guys. So I'm just knocking that down. I just took out like a big chunk of the shelf right here. And this little bit here, I'm going to probably just leave it. I'm really not finding much. And it's not worth getting hurt over or buried. This did fall out of the ceiling here, and first glance, I'm sure everybody who's ever dug one would know at least what they thought it was, because this is the way it landed, slick side up. So in flipping it over, thinking it was a My Wife salad dressing, it is an Empire salad oil. Empire Bottling Works from Newark, New Jersey. Does have a bruise in the neck there, but we'll clean it up and we'll see what it looks like. So something different, same style of bottle, and that's it really. Just a few smalls. I got let me see here, got a little cobalt that popped out before. Let me get my rear end up here a little bit. So there's the salad dressing. And a couple stoppers. That one there. This one here was stuck in a broken top, so I obviously just cracked the top off and kept the stopper. Mucilage, inkwell, consolidated fruit jar, insert. Here's that little cobalt. Thought it was a bromo at first, just a little slick cobalt chemical. Here's that 3-piece mold chemical. And then here's another one of these. I dug one of these, I do believe, last time I was here. Horton Cato Manufacturing. Probably, salad dressing or spice, some type of spice jar or something like that, from Detroit, Michigan. So, but that's it. Nothing that's getting knocked out of the ballpark today. It is early. It is getting hot already. You can hear them heat bugs in the background. So it's going to be a slow go. It's probably about 8:30 or so. And I'm going to take a little bit of break. Get some fluids in me here. And we'll get back at it. So stay tuned. Alright, guys. Still knocking this all down. Working my way up. And right in that hole, there goes my gloves. Hold on a second here. Don't mean to make you all dizzy. Right in this hole right here. This just rolled right out as I was chipping it down. Nice quart size M. Nielsen milk bottle. It is a Middletown milk. And it says 393 North Street. And there are two different spellings to these. One is spelled S-O-N, this one being S-E-N. And one of them, I can't remember which now, for the life of me, which one is rarer than the other. I think it's this variant here. I think S-O-N is more common. I'd have to brush up on my research for that. But so, first major find of the day. Not extremely rare, but nice local milk to find. So, and that's up in the upper, just above where the shelf was here. So like I said, I have to take it down. It's just getting a little bit too shaky, and I'm not going to leave it for someone else to come in here and get hurt. We do have those types that come in here occasionally. They don't know what they're doing. So, all right, stay tuned. We'll get back. All right, guys, I'm glad to see glass up high. I do believe this may be a queen fruit jar. I can kind of see where it says Smalley, Kivlin, and Onthank embossed on the base there. And there's a square bottom base right there. And some squished enamelware right here, that pot. It does have a crack in it, I think, or it's just liquid that's laying in it. It's hard to tell. So I'm going to take my time, and we'll see how it comes out. So stay tuned. That's definitely a jar. So we'll lightly extract that. All right, stay tuned. All right, it didn't take too much. I did have to be a little careful because the top was packed in there, and there is no cracks in it. It is a double safety jar, and it is the Smalley Kivlin Onthank from Boston. And to top it off, there's the glass lid and the rubber seal. So the rubber seal is obviously shot, and the glass looks to be cracked, but I'm sure I got lids at home if that one's not savable. But I'll try and get it out of there and see what comes with. That little square one was just a screw top Carter's ink. I kind of just tossed that. So, oops. Sorry about that, folks. And so, yeah, we'll see if we can get that out of there and see what kind of shape it's in. So stay tuned. Well, it was cracked. So obviously we won't be holding on to that, but a nice jar nonetheless. And just to prove my point in this dump, sometimes you don't have to be down at the very bottom. I mean, obviously that's, you know, logic tells you that's where the older stuff is. This isn't like terribly old, but it's still 1900 to, you know, 1915, somewhere in there. You know, with the milk as well. So it's like a giant jelly roll, I've always said. And so we'll see what else comes out. All right, guys, stay tuned for more. All right, here we go. Nice little Horlicks just fell out. Actually, I saw it in the bottom of the hole here. Fell out with the when I was chipping away. And for those of you who do know, I mean, these are a popular bottle. They come in all sizes, right up to, I think, maybe even a 2-gallon size. I know they definitely come in a gallon size with the saw blade design. But anyone who's not familiar with these aqua ones, if you have a red book of fruit jars, they go for anywhere between $25 to $35. So that's a decent little find today, and I will clean that up and put that up for sale to anyone who's interested. So keep an eye out, and we'll see what else we find. It's still early, and still no Shane or Ryan yet, so I'm hoping they get here and soon enough, and we'll get them rolling. All right, guys, stay tuned. All righty, a couple pieces of a crier. This would have been, this is a kind of a rare jar to find. It was a Woodbury Glassworks from Woodbury, New Jersey. And I do have a lid that I found like 4 years ago, me and Jimbo across the way over here. And so that was one shard, and then I have a piece of the base. That would have been a day maker. I'd rather not find it at all. And then broken cobalt ink. That's the only problem with this layer right here. I'm going to find a lot of broken stuff. So that would have been probably the whole outing for me, even though it's only the first day. Not to say I wouldn't find something that would top it, but that would have made my day. I've been looking for one of these for a while, so I'm just going to shut the camera off now. Alright guys, always a nice little find, Bell&'s tablet bottle. Bell & Company Incorporated, Orangeburg, New York, USA. And on this side, Bell&'s. They come in round little cylinders too, but I like the little rectangular ones. Very nice little bottle. Chef Annie might like that one to go with all her smalls. So, well, when we get home later on too, speaking of Chef Annie, we're on our own for cooking today. She's got herself lined up with a super bingo with a big jackpot, so that's what she's doing today. And we all wish her luck, and hopefully she comes home with a lot of money. She has fun doing it, and it's a community bingo, so chance to mingle with your neighbors and friends. So that's what she'll be doing. We may pop in. It all depends on what time these guys get here and what time we get out of here. So yeah, I put the shards of that jar in there. I didn't even have enough to, I was hoping to maybe at least get enough to put together like the front panel, but I don't. Not yet anyway. We'll see if it's still in there. So stay tuned. See what else comes out. Alright. Nice little Edison Mazda light bulb. I knew what it was as soon as I saw that base like that sticking out. But you probably can't see it in the camera, but the element is still in there. You can see the one part there, but the other fibers are still in there and looped over. So I'm going to clean that up, and we'll see what we got with that. I have sold these light bulbs, even though they may not work. I have still sold them for like $15 to $17 for these Edison light bulbs. Good part of history, electrical history. Okay, so we'll set that up there. And then I also noticed while I was pulling that out, there's a little bottle right there. And let me see if that's loose enough. Maybe we could pull that right out. I think it's one of those milk of magnesias. Yeah. Is it embossed? Yes, it is. I'll have to clean that up a little bit better, but yeah, it is embossed right there. I just got a big chunk of dirt in my ear. And you can kind of see it. Smaller size. Nice color. I love that light cornflower kind of color. And it does have the patent date on it. August 21st. What's that? 1906, 1908, 1906. All right. We'll get back at you when the next one comes out. Stay tuned. All right. A couple more showing here. This one right here. And this, I'm hoping this is another Aqua Horlicks, smaller size. This, I'm thinking, is probably just like a Fletcher's Castoria. That one's wiggling out. Let's see. Give me 1 second here, guys. Yeah. Fletcher's. I don't even keep these. There's so many of them in here. I mean, they are a nice little decorator bottle. No real value, though. I'll put that over there. Let's see if we can pop this one out. Yep. It is heel embossed. Might be something different. Let's see. Let's see what this is. Boy, this is one of those rare mustard jars like Jimbo dug. Let me see. Huh. Can't read it. It is a mustard. It is one of those rare little mustard jars. Alright, is it? Or no? It is mustard. I can see the word mustard right there. And it does. Golden tree mustard? Are you for real? I only saw the heel embossing right here. Now, Golden Tree makes maple syrup. I've never seen a Golden Tree mustard. I'm going to have to research that. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to pause you here for a second. Okay. I just wanted to clean it off a little bit so we can read it. So we can read it together. Yeah, it does say Golden Tree mustard. Wow. I'm going to have to see if that's listed or not. All right. Stay tuned. See what else comes out. All right, guys. First drugs of the day. Nice McMonigal and Rogers. Nothing wrong with this one. Usually the ones I find have a little chip in the lip or something. As far as I know, I think Jimbo's got one. I think it's like 16 ounce. He's got all the sizes. I do have a couple real small ones, probably like not even half ounce, even smaller than that, up to about this size. I think I have the next size up from this, and that's about it. So, nicely embossed, very strong, and again, no damage. So, all right, let's get back at it. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we might have our first big soda of the day. Well, I'm sure that's probably what it is, or a picnic beer. I can't tell if it's embossed yet or not. And she's wedged in there really tight in that ash. So it's going to take me a few minutes to get it out of there, or at least loosen it up so we can do a live pull. All right, so real quick before I forget, happy birthday to my daughter Autumn. She turns 21 today. She's on a trip all the way out in Maine with her boyfriend and a couple other friends from college. And I'm stuck down in a hole, sweating my rear end off, enjoying myself pulling bottles and sharing them with all you folks. So let's see if we can get this loosened up enough to do a live pull, and we'll get back at you in a couple minutes. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I got her loose, and we got like tons of these carbon battery cores. I took out like a half dozen of them already. So I think it's a crayons, crayons. Let's see. That's a heck of a hole it left there, huh? Yep, big crayons. So far it looks good. I said I gotta look these over. Big giant flash crack. You've heard me say it before. Yeah, there's a lot of them, but try and find one that doesn't have any damage in it at all. Big 26 ounce. Yeah, nice tooled neck and top, blown in the mold. C on the base. Now the other variant doesn't have the ounces. It doesn't say contents 26 ounces in the middle. It's just like a blank football shape in the middle. All right, well, on to the next one. That's a bummer. Stay tuned. All right, guys, it's probably been about 30 minutes since the last find. I'm just like chopping away at this shelf area here. I got to fill this in. This is just no two ways about it. This is all going to get taken down and back. So yeah, I'm still just like chipping around through the top layer of the shelf, the shelf area here. And There's one there, and some type of shave cup or a teacup or something right there. I don't know if it's whole or broken. This is actually loose enough. I know what it is. It's a Paul Westfall exhilarator for the hair or something like that, right? Auxiliator. Paul Westfall auxiliator for the hair. Hold on a second. There we go. They're common, but you know, they're a nice bottle. So I'll clean that one up and give it to my cousin, who's a barber downtown. Put it on her shelf down there. All right, stay tuned. We'll see what that cup is in a minute. Whoo-wee. All right, guys. It's hot. The hole managed to stay pretty shaded, though. The sun's just about over top. Again, I'm working up high here. The shelf layer here, that's back about 3 foot. You got a mug here. I'm not sure what kind it is. Could be a shave mug, could be a regular diner type, restaurant mug. But she's snug in there because it's stuck on that root right where the handle is. So I've got a chisel around it. I thought I had it loose enough to pull, but I don't. So we'll see if it's whole. Stay tuned. Well, that sucks. That's what it says on the other side. Jacks. I mean, it ain't too bad. I'm going to see if that other piece is laying around in there. Right by the root somewhere. But that's why that's... I mean, you can see where the rust line is on that. It could have been just a crack and the rust got in it. So the piece may still be there. You can see where the white is there. I could have just broke it off when I just jimmied it out. But I don't see it. So I'll look for it real quick. And, I mean, that's really thick and heavy. It's got a maker's mark on the bottom, too. Can't make out the first name, but the second one is Demarest. So, K. Can't really tell. Something and Demarest Company, New York. And then, I mean, it could have been a personalized mug. Could have been in a place of business. I have no idea. So, all right. We'll get back at you. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Well, it's almost 12:30, and Shane's not here yet. He's running in circles. Forgot his digging boots at his house. So he had to stop at the local Walmart. He's not too far out. But, anyway... So I started chipping up. Here's the shelf. So I started chipping up high. Then a whole bunch of it broke off. And that's probably just the Fletcher's. I can't really tell. So there's one there. There's a bottle there. And this right here. There's a bottle here. And a bottle there. And that one's embossed. This one we might be able to just pull right out. Yep, this one's going to come right out. Basically right out of the surface. This is only down about maybe a foot or so. Not even. Let's see what this is. R.D. Bradner. Prescription druggist. This is one I've never seen, so that's cool. Get a newbie. That's a day maker. Something. Bloomfield and Sumner Ave, Newark, New Jersey. So that's cool. And then earlier, I'm thinking this was a maple syrup pitcher. That fancy and ornate that is. I looked for the other piece for that. That would have been cool as all get out. It's heavy and thick, but not to be. I'll leave that up there. Let's see if any of these other ones can just... I don't think so. This one maybe. Yeah, this one will come out. A little persuasion here. That's a slick. That's probably one of those Dr. Pierce's, though. From Buffalo. Just a slick variety. Alright, well, the other one, I'm going to, because it's facing up the other opposite way, I'm going to have to get the fork and poke around that. So stay tuned. We'll see what we get. Just breaking off the ceiling. Breaking it down, breaking it down. And look at that. I already pulled it out. I just put it back in there to show you how it was. So you can definitely see that that's where it was laying. Look at that. This is a quart size Isaac Crans and Sons blob top bottle. No damage at all. Just some dirty dirt. And I will clean this thing up like brandy new. Shane and his buddy Ryan are here finally. They've been here about an hour now. Did a little walking around first. Trying to pick a spot out. So I got them all settled in over here where a hole that Jimbo and I had dug when we first started digging here about 4 or 5 years ago. So they're cleaning it out. They're getting into some undug stuff already. And, you know, we had pulled some blobs and hutches out of that spot. So hopefully, you know, they have some success there this weekend. And, yeah, I wasn't having too good of a day. But like I said about this place, look at this. It's literally a foot below the surface, this blob. And that hole is about all day long, at least 12 foot deep, and I was finding blobs down there as well. You just don't know with this place. That's why I call it a big jelly roll. It's been steamrolled over, and stuff comes up and goes down. So you can find crown tops 12 feet down and blob tops 8 inches under the surface. Crazy, totally crazy. So, all right, let's get back at it, see what else pops out. All right, guys, just had a bunch break off here. Literally tore my shirt off trying to get it off. So sweaty, I just literally ripped my shirt off. So got a couple showing right there. I don't know what that little jar is, but that aqua, it is a crown. It's probably if it's not a slick, it's probably, you know, a common one, but we'll pull it out and we'll see what we got. So stay tuned. Let me see if I can just do it like this. See if I can do it one-handed here. Let's see if we can get around that or not. I might be able to just pop it out. Let's see. Yep, there she goes. Let's see what we got here. Nothing. Huh. I was duped twice today on the sodas. Duped. All right, well, let's let her roll. Well, maybe it won't roll. Let's see what this is here. Well, I thought it was blue at first. It's got paint or something in it. Little screw top pickle barrel. Let's see if it's embossed. I don't see any. Don't feel any. Nothing on the base. Definitely repurposed as a paint jar. Alright. Do the roll. Nope, that doesn't want to roll either. I'll kick it down. See ya. Alright guys, we'll get back at you. Alright guys, here's the cleanups from yesterday's dig. Unfortunately, Shane and his buddy Ryan couldn't stay. Had all good intentions of doing so. I really didn't get any footage, but Shane digging up a nice Kilmer swamp root. I'll save that for a future video when he comes back down. Due to unforeseen issues, unfortunately, they had to go home last night when they were done digging. So anyway, just moving forward with my finds from yesterday. We're just going to go through a quick rundown real quick, and I'll point out the notables, and we'll get right down to it. I'm going from the kitchen today. Too hot outside, and sitting inside enjoying the AC while we do the rundown. So let's jump right into it. So we got these two bromos. You know, some of these were done off camera, you know, towards the tail end. So, you know, nothing of any significance. Like I said, a lot of what I found yesterday early on was, you know, common stuff. But, you know, sellable items and, you know, eye appealing. So there's the one bromo. I always look for the backward Z. And even if I don't keep them, they're good sellers. There's a little one. And then we got this really nice little cobalt chemical. Like I said, I'll probably stick that over on Chef Annie's shelf out in the living room. And as you can tell, we like the lanterns, but that's more her thing. And she likes teapots. I'll take a quick break and zoom in on that real quick. Some of the really tiny teapots, like this little cup and these little tiny ones right here, I actually dug up. Some of them we got at yard sales. Well, a lot of them we got at yard sales. The amber and that blue one are open ponnelled. I think the green one in the back, way up back there, is an open ponnelled tea kettle or water pitcher, whatever. That's, like I said, those are her little fancies. All right, I'll jump right back into us here, and don't mind the background because we were all set up to have company yesterday. But anyway, all right, couple stoppers. This one's probably an apothecary, just the way it's shaped. I'll show you, like on this United Drug bottle. Actually, I have had an amber one that goes to these. This one's a little bit smaller. Usually it'll sit up like right about like that. So this one's just probably the next size down. And then this one's probably off of a condiment, like a sauce, like a Worcestershire sauce or something like that. Put those aside. And while I got it out, nice United Drug. Does have a little chip in the lip, so I'm probably just going to stick it out in the front yard for free. You see it right there. But I love these, and these were more than most of the time specifically made for the Rexall company, the drug company. Let me lay it down on this side here. You can get a better look at it. Stands out a little bit better. So, you know, and they come in clear as well. And here's that really cool looking, you know, I don't know if it's an opium vial or what, or some other type of medicine or chemical. It's got like that megaphone shape to it. Just the cork that's in the bottom. Cleaned up really nice. It's just the cork's starting to come apart in there. I never pulled it out. And then we got this like taller opium vial yesterday. Nice long cylinder. Got a really drippy wave in it there. That's not a crack or anything. And the bell ends all cleaned up. And if you can see that, those are not scratches in the surface. Those are actually little tiny shallow seedy bubbles on the surface of the glass, and you can see the crude waviness there in the lower left hand corner. There you can see where it says Bell Ann's. Bell and Company Incorporated, Orangeburg, New York, USA. And like I said, it's like pretty much on both sides, all those seedy all over. So that's a nice little find. I don't know if Chef Annie will want that one or not. So, John didn't really find too much yesterday. He did, I don't have it out here. He did find a Hansi Home Palace jar lid. I do have a jar. I didn't have the lid. So he gave me the lid for my jar, which was awesome of him to do. He also gave me this citrate bottle. Now, when he gave it to me, the wire bail obviously was shot, rusted on there and everything. But this is the original top that was on this bottle. I let it soak in muriatic acid for a couple hours, and it took it right off. Also, earlier on, you saw on the other video that this was a sharpened dome. It had a little bit of the label that was on it, which I took off. That is some really wavy, heavy, drippy glass inside the bottle. And there's a couple little... There's some nice bubbles, and there's some like foreign glass material in here as well. Like right there. And right there. That is one heck of a drip inside the bottle. It's cool looking. And it does say S&D on the base for sharpened dome. So first one to my knowledge, they had such a wide spectrum of chemicals and stuff, so you know, they made the poisons and everything else. And we have I did end up taking home the Toll maple syrup, maple products company, maple syrup. I'm sure it was maple syrup in here. Cleaned up nice. This is the one that was at the bottom of the hole, half filled with water, so almost like new. And here's the Phillips. As I was cleaning it, I kind of just let it go because you see it's got a flash crack there, so that'll go outside on the free pile out at the edge of the road. Again, I like the color of these. That nice like cornflower blue color. Another one of those. Here's that Horton Cato or Cato Manufacturing Company, Detroit, Michigan. Probably a salad dressing or of some sort. It looked like it was a ground and then polished lip. Probably had a cork in it, and then, you know, it's a single turn corkscrew, you know, screw top. So it probably had like a zinc or some type of pewter lid maybe on the top of that. So that's only the second one that I've seen, and the other one you guys saw a couple weeks ago. Alright, I'll jump across over here real quick. I'm going to save this one for next to last anyway. Here's the Aqua Horlicks Malted Milk from Racine, Wisconsin, USA, London, England. Again, I'll stress, here's a regular one that I dug a couple weeks ago, a clear one. The Aqua ones are a little bit harder to come by, and they go anywhere from like $25 to $35, you know, $20 to $30, give or take a few. And it's got a weird maker's mark. It looks like a G over a C. And I've never seen that mark before, so I'll look in my my catalog of maker's marks to see what that is. Unless John Lord beats me to it and makes a comment, which is fine. Okay, and then, you know, again, here's the regular one. I was hoping this one would have turned purple. I don't know, it might have a very light bit of manganese in the glass. It's hard to tell. Alright, and then here's the McMonigal and Rogers Druggist from Middletown. Again, this is like medium size or next to the medium size. And there's two sizes smaller than this, and two sizes larger than this that I know of. Nice strong embossing on it, no damage, cleaned up pretty nice. And this is a first for me that I've seen out of the Epic Dump anyway. R.D. Bradner, prescription druggist, Bloomfield and Summer Ave, Newark, New Jersey. It just says Newark, but that's more than likely New Jersey. And here's the Paul Westfall. You saw me pull out of the wall. Again, nothing over the top or rare, but nice bottle. And they're good sellers. Very strong embossing, fairly clean. Got a little bit of staining on the inside. Good little tumble will take care of that. Nice kind of like a combination of a strap side and like a knife edge. The edges of the straps are really strong. And this one here, at first, I'm sure anybody else who knows the My Wife salad dressing bottles, that's what I thought this was at first. And I looked, and the neck is just a little bit different here. It's smooth. The twist doesn't go all the way up to the ring by the top. So that's what gave me the second look on it. It's the Empire Salad Oil, Empire Bottling Works, Newark, New Jersey. This bottle not to be sold, which I really haven't seen on a bottle like this before. It's usually on the beers and the sodas, but I guess they wanted them back. So next we'll move on to one of the last finds here. This is beautiful Isaac Crans, quart size, 28 ounce, I believe, probably, or 26. It's not labeled. It's that blob top from Middletown, New York. It's an earlier one. Beautiful top on it. Does have a couple open bubbles right here on the edge of the slug plate over the A in Isaac and the C in Crayons. But that's in the manufacturing, so. And then on the back, this bottle not to be sold. I don't think there's anything on the base of this one. No. Okay. A little tiny little bit of rust right there. I'll get that off. I'll let that top soak in the acid for 15-20 minutes and I'll take care of that. And next we have the Nielsen quart size milk from Middletown. Again, it's got a little bit of rust on it. No damage. There you see the Thatcher Manufacturing on the bottom. I would say probably looks like an 18, so that could be the year 1918. A little bit of water there. And here's that Smalley and On Tank Kivlin double safety fruit jar, mason jar. That cleaned up pretty good considering all the rust that was on it. And that could be a polished lip. So, but yeah, no damage. And considering this was in the layer with all the broken glass, I was shocked that it wasn't even cracked in half. So, and there you see the bottom. Smalley, Kivlin, and On Tank, Boston, Massachusetts. All right. Now, as suspected, this little Golden Tree mustard that I had never seen before could very well be the find of the day for me. Now, they made these from half pints to, I believe, pint to quart size. I'm not sure if they made the quarts. I don't remember when I just briefly looked in the Red Book. But there are no mustard jars listed for a Golden Tree. But the Golden Tree honey jars that are similar to this are booking for $40 to $60. This could very well probably fetch $100 to $150 for this little jar right here. So to me, this would be the find of the day for me. I know Jimbo's got one, and he had spoken with Douglas Laybourne, who is actually the author of the book, And the first time he saw a little mustard jar, he was ecstatic about it and was going to include it in the next issue if and when he puts a new book out. Jar prices don't change that often, so the book doesn't come out like every year. It's probably every 7 to 10 years they'll put out a new book. And I'm getting a visitor here. Hold on one second. This is the little lover boy here. Annie, can you please come and grab him? Vazzy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He loves to headbutt, and he will break these bottles. So he means well. He's a little lover. He's just a big klutz. So yeah. So remains to be seen on the mustard jar here. So here he is again, because he can't listen. He's going to knock these over. And I guess I'm going to have to abruptly say goodbye here. And we'll see you on the next dig. Everybody remember to like and subscribe and share. Leave a comment. And we'll see you soon. And God bless. Have a good day.